Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another chat. That's right, it is another chat. Ha ha! Surprise! Ha ha! No. Anyway, my name is. It's gonna be the worst. It's the worst opening ever, right there. It's like, ha! Fooled you! No.
The tomfoolery begins, and I didn't start it this time.
That's right. That's right. Well, technically, I don't think you've ever started it, but you always know how to finish it. So there's something to say about that. But anyway, my name is Daramouthe, or Dara for short. Some people like to call me Daramouth, but I say they're wrong, and they're still in kindergarten. That's right. I said it. You're still in kindergarten if you say it like that. Otherwise, it'll be heck to pay. But I don't. I don't do it like that. But anyway, I've got on a lovely lady, the Electra lady herself, Phoenix Electra. Well, Phoenix Electra Circus, but I don't go that far because then after a while it's just like Phoenix Electra Circus the third
Yeah,
and
right.
Rando.
No,
Yeah,
it's just me. I'm Phoenix Electra, the ring mistress, the proprietor of the circus that is the Phoenix Electra Circus, where we do sewing. And I will get back to hula hoops and tricks and strength tricks, but we do have a cat act, and they're late for their supper. So should we have cats do tricks for treats?
tricks for
Go on.
treats. That's what they
Oh,
used.
they're not. You guys can't. We're just off camera now. Oh, hey,
Okay.
Loki. Oh, the maxi pad master himself. Come on, little
Oh,
man. Ow! Don't bite my finger. No bloodshed. It's not my own show.
hey. That's right. No bloodshed on a show unless it's by
Oh, it's
accident.
already happened. If you could go back in the clips in the archive, I should have made clips from the archives of all the times I bled live on show. Like, what gamer can say they actually bleed on their stream sometimes? But
They bleed tears. I mean, that's something. They bleed sweat. I guess that's something, but I don't know. I'm not a big gamer. I have yet to have any time at all to play a game. That's how busy.
you've been crushing it. You're almost at 1,000 followers.
Oh really? Oh, I really
Daramouthe.
haven't started
That's
mess.
a new
Hey,
one.
hey, well, watch it there, Dev. Okay, all right. That's what gets
Daramath? Daramoth?
yeah.
Daramoth man?
Daramath. I would have gone with Daramath. That would have been impressive. The man who knows a little too much algebra. Except that's not the case. No, me and math
You
were
only
not.
know trigonometry.
Let me calculate the shadow to the tree. It doesn't work that way. That math and me were not the best of friends. It's sort of like having the roommate you never wish you had. It's like, okay, so I have to be here with you. Yeah, it's part of the ordeal. Son of a bit. Ugh, curses. But it's okay. But anyway, how have you been? You've been rocking it yourself. I've seen you. You're on what, 3 times a week now? Is it?
It's true. Yep, I've got I my Saturday and Sunday shows are at noon Pacific time, and then a while back I added a Wednesday 3 p.m.
Mm.
show for my midweek works in progress, workers and lurkers. Actually I just finished a giant project that was a combination of different techniques and things, and
Ooh.
it goes like this around your neck, and there's going to be a dress attached to it, but it's little crochet motifs with, I keep forgetting, let me stand closer to the camera like I do on my show.
Yeah. Oh, that looks pretty neat. Look at that.
All sorts. These sections were done individually, like over a number of years, and then I
Yeah.
did the stitching to hold it all together.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that took a long time and a lot of brain cells. So I've been in a easy mindless for a couple days
Mm.
because my mother saw that and said, I would like one in these colors. And I was like, okay. Mom asked, she's never asked me for something. She
Well, that's
said,
good.
so she's put in a request. So I've been hemming and
Mm.
hawing and designing her project, and yeah, training cats and hooping and doing my day job and being an
Oh.
asshole on, well, not so much to you anymore, but on the Panda Subs channel. I'm ruthless, but
Oh, ruthless. Ruthless she is. And then Alaska Man Jeff says, how many hours to make?
how many did I guesstimate? Maybe like 30 to 40 hours that took me over the course of a couple of years of doing different pieces of it. It was not all
Yeah.
in one sitting.
Yeah, because I know some of your pieces usually take you quite a bit, and I know you've done a lot of different ones. But I mean, there's also other people I've met who are in the fiber works, not those kind of fiber works. Those
Not the braided armpits hairs.
no, no, more of like what gets you loose in the morning, sort of. But no, like what is it? Yarn Witch is one. I know Panda, Tiny Panda
Yep.
Face is one.
Mhm.
Kayam, a lovely lady I met who's very has done embroidery and stuff and all that, and
Ooh.
she's been on. But that was a while ago. But she's yeah. But yeah, it's all different sorts of people who do these sorts of things, and obviously there are a lot more of them out there. It's just the whole connective thing, and yeah.
Yeah, it's an untapped market, and it's been a little more than a year since I made a sad pouty face on X, and we got sewing as a category that you could choose on Rumble.
Mhm.
And there's not there really there's room for more, and I don't know if Tiny should, when she's doing her crochet, all the ladies, even if you're crocheting or spinning or dyeing or whatever it
Mhm.
is, just use the sewing so that we can like at least let people have a space
Yeah.
that folks can dump into so that we can show Rumble like we've got these people now. Can we subdivide it? Like we can grow like gaming. There's enough for us to infiltrate if we just make them know that we exist.
She said infiltrate everyone. She is a spy. No, but yeah.
Yes, and I'm a true gopnik. We only squat on heels. If you squat on toes, you break your nose like Eastern Spy.
Oh, she started to sound like a boss there. Like she was trying to go real hard in
No, we're
the.
going gopnik in my Adidas.
Oh, well, I didn't. I don't know what it's called. But no, yeah, I think I understand the attention to gaming, but I really just it's really just no different than it's really starting to become no different than what they made politics is because it's just focusing on one too many monoliths. I'm really over that sort of ordeal. But what do I know? I'm just here to do my thing and all that stuff. I try to put out the information out there, and people are like, almost little to no response, and I can't help you when you complain. So not you, but you know what I mean.
Well, I think folks have their growing pains and their like gimme, gimme, gimmies, and oh no, oh woe is me, and they forget that Rumble's a business
Yeah.
and they need to make money, and that everything is a beta test. And I don't, I think they have they hired more people useful? Their public interface on their social media platforms is always been a disaster, or
Yeah.
not a unified message. But they've got money for some fancy commercials I've seen of theirs on YouTube, which always makes me laugh. And then
Mm.
it other things just look like poop, and I'm like, is this what's your message?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you've already been on one of the Rumble. Well, actually, you've already been on a Rumble Squared, but you've been on DaraChat many times. But I mean,
I lost count.
yeah, after this point, development team, dumpster fire. Well, and again, my whole thing with it is why I do Rumble Squared because I want to get above the noise and use that sort of feedback to kind of show the unified feedback to kind of show, hey, you kind of screwing up a bit, right? Like,
Yeah, I think they're either they're not seeing it, or whoever is seeing isn't telling the right people, and
yeah,
we don't know what their internal chain of command looks like and how integrated folks are in their communications.
yeah, communication is key, and that key fell flat.
Yeah, just like my microphone. Stop
Oh,
rolling.
oh, that's that. When your mic falls flat, you're like, today's not gonna be a good day. Sad times are coming. No, but yeah, I just at a certain point, well, and that's why I'm not really putting any effort in the creator program anymore because there's no point for me to do it. There
Oh, so you
really
did
isn't.
get, oh, congratulations on getting in. I
Well, I've
haven't
been in. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I don't meet some of the metrics yet, and then I had to hem and haw about some of the new ones. So I'm like, if I'm not there, then there's no point. And
Yeah, and my thing was is like I got in when they first started, so I've been in since the beginning. But my issue is
okay,
that what I do, especially this, after a while, everything else, few of the things were going all right, but the premium only stream that was starting to hit a point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because that's like that's like a bunch of beavers building a dam and they're rerouting the water. I'm like, can we just not go with this thing? And so for a while that was fine, right?
uh-huh.
That was fine. But then when the ad stuff came up, I'm like, I can't. It really it goes
Yeah.
against what I'm doing with this thing. And it's like the creative program's always been a bonus. Never a mainstay. Don't care what anyone says. It's always been a
Hmm.
bonus to me.
Yeah.
And so when it came to that point, it's like I've already had enough of the premium only, so I don't really care much beyond that point, but I'll still try to do it. And then it came to the ads and like I'm just done.
Hmm.
It's not worth its weight in gold to me. And sure, I can get an extra few $100 at the end of the month, but guess what? Money don't mean much when you're not enjoying what you create. And that was turning
Yeah.
into a job instead of just doing this thing. And I already have a full-time job, so
That's good to know about why you're. It goes back to things that you've asked all the time, ages and ages ago, of like, what's your purpose for doing this, and that
Mm,
makes sense for you. And part of it, well, with the I was like, what do I want to do that's premium? And then I'm like, oh wait, Phoenix, you're billing yourself as a whole circus, so you've got acts that you want to develop and tricks you want to do, and like a whole like real act. And I think the time and effort to do that, I would consider that premium content. Or if
yeah.
I'm like walking around in my fancy underwear that I've made, like that could be premium and we'll just piss everybody off. Like, yeah, sometimes I show up in my underwear and so live on
Okay,
stream.
hold on. That's no, 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 no,
Nope,
no.
this
That's
is
not a social
is
media.
there stays? This is old-fashioned underwear. Is it considered an outer garment today? Yes, but technically, I am not lying when I'm saying I show up in my underwear.
Look, the real the real selling
See,
point is
exactly. Only fancy underwear. Exactly. It's a
there you go.
selling point that I have. So,
Well, NGM, the only time you'd actually wear anything at all is fancy underwear. So that's that's the truth.
yeah. And but then also like I'm not meeting the watch time hours yet,
Mm,
and then I hemmed and hawed about um the ad reads, but I was like, if I could get away with just doing Rumble ad reads, when I realized the amount of times I hype up Rumble to my stalwart one YouTube watcher who I can't if I would just drag them over, I wouldn't it wouldn't bother me so much.
yeah.
But so I'm like, well, I might as well, like that's something I could get behind because my principle is I don't feel comfortable trying to sell stuff that I haven't used and don't
Mm,
have some value with.
yeah.
And if it's just to get them to like sign up for Rumble and not the premium one, but then there's the 30-day free thing. So I don't know. But what I on an ancillary thing, because it was
Mm,
when somebody gifts subs and they don't all get allotted during the stream, I
mm,
thought that they would roll over, and for some
I
reason,
don't.
yeah, and that would be nice because I was like, oh, somebody was generous enough to the benefactor was generous enough, and it would have
Mm,
been nice on the next show when new folks were there, more folks were there to be able to have them redistribute, and I thought
yeah.
that was a thing. But regardless, enough of Phoenix complaining. I'm here to have fun because I'm not ousting.
No, I mean, I'm not. I mean, technically, I guess I am to a degree, but my issue is that I am. Hey, Brutal, how are you doing? I did to keep
Yeah.
it. Well, again, if right now it's what it is, unfortunately. So we'll see how the month goes. And hey, B-roll, how are you? My issue is I'm not going to rely on ambassadors or what the news is publicly because I'm keeping a timeline. I am keeping
Hmm.
it. I am taking the screenshots. I am doing all this stuff. And for me, the most important part are the parts that are getting missed pain point wise because the focus again is all all on gaming, more
Mm,
majority gaming and the creative program. But the creative program
mm.
isn't technically a creative program; it's a tester program because
Right, and I think folks forget, like, they've got their whatever they're starting, and then they do their, like, alpha testing with Viva Fry and the quartering
yeah,
and a handful of other folks who I whatever that are get the
lineup. Yeah.
earliest premium stuff, and then
Mhm.
they give their feedback, and then the creator program is the next level of, like, "Alright, this is less crappy than our first round.
Mhm.
What do you have to say?" And then stuff gets rolled out to the rest of us plebs who make shekels from our shows, but I it's not really about the money, but it would be nice to sew and stream and talk current events and whatever I feel like and
Yeah.
have that be a bigger revenue source, but or
Yeah.
income stream, but
Well, and I think that's why I think people who rely on content creation for full time are sort of, unless you're making millions off the bat, it really is a downpour because it's sort of like basically it's just working for tips. It really is
yeah.
what it is.
Yes. Right, except that you get a W-9, which means that's not tips, that's a contract, and it's a different type of employee, so you that I
Yeah.
don't think that counts as tips.
But I mean, the feeling of is that it's working for tips because you're not really you're unless you're like the pretty waitress who gets all the coin, you're really hemming and hawing it. And again, I delivered
Mhm.
pizza, so I know what hemming and hawing is. At a certain point, it's oh look, I made $7 today. Wow. So, but it is
Rolling in it.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm really just throwing down 7 ones is really an important line of my day. Woo! Woo!
"I made it, mom, I made it."
Oh man, what gets me is the definition of success. I get it, right? You're gonna say, "Oh, work harder" or whatever. Not you, but there are a lot of people who say work harder or all that stuff, and I'm like, I get it, but if someone brings up something that's either constructive or they believe they're not getting hurt on or whatever, and you just say, "Hey, you got to work harder in some way or fashion, or stay in your lane in some way or fashion," then you're really not listening to the point that needs listening to. That is one of my problems. That's one of my big issues. Great, they're ambassadors, but why is it just gaming? Why is it just one section of the stuff? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no, I think that kinda goes back to them needing more creators in other spaces because if folks don't know what's there or not there to know what niches are like complete it's the wild wild west of categories. You make whatever you want and it's just their discoverability, their machine learning for finding, their lack of prioritization for VODs when some
Mhm,
folks that's their wheelhouse
mhm.
and don't like aren't I'm just gonna put a face on and show up and bitch to a camera while I make stuff because I love the curated, beautiful videos, but then there's the hours of bullshit that goes behind it, and I don't mind feeling on the
Oof,
internet, when I make stuff, so and
oof.
I just love being in front of the camera, I'm ready for my close-up.
Please, please, I'm ready for my
Ready for
close-up.
my
Can you just
close-up, Mr. JaVale.
thank
Alright,
you.
Alaska. But
Can't you
let's this ch
oh, no, I see
but
him. He
he's doing
says,
a
"I'm
bad
getting the bad feeling something bad is happening behind the scenes at Rumble, like they want to sell the platform or they're getting." Well, I mean, it can go both
yeah.
ways,
No,
but
they're I don't think no, they're not gonna that's not it. I mean, they did have legal things going on because they just today won a lawsuit that they'd had in California with X that was going to hold say that they were acting as a publisher and were therefore responsible for
mhm,
getting rid of unfavorable content and creators on their platform and they had to win in their favors. So I mean there's definitely they've got stressors. That's not their they've got lawsuits going on. They've got this they're trying to build this unit platform and then Rumble itself is their secondary product I think to the cloud, which is where their moneymaker is because they want to compete with AWS and whatever other big servers. So that's how they've got the space for us to take up all of this data with all of these hours long streams, and then people bitch of like, oh, this is slow. Like, they,
Mm.
there's some things they got to give them a break on,
Yeah, and then
and some
I
stuff they need to do better.
Yeah, I can get that, but again, that's why I do what I do with Rumble Squared
Hmm.
because I'd rather rely on that data than. But my issue is people don't respond, and it's not just. I mean, it's like there are survey businesses out there who have that same sort of trouble, so it's not just a thing. But I think if people want to have an outlet, but a more constructive one, I'm at least offering a way.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't. I'm all grateful for the repost. I'm all grateful for the likes, but if you don't if it relates to you and you don't respond to it, what's the value? The value is only in the reposts or likes, but the value in the feedback has much more potential, and it's anonymous, of course.
Yeah.
So, but you've been. I mean, you've already been on one, so you already know how it goes. But for me, it's just like I get all the noise, but I'm at that point where I'm just like, if you can't at least help me help you, then all you're doing is relying. Yeah,
Yeah, then you have to, you're right, you get to decide, like, is this coordinating this worth my time and energy? If it's going to be the same old complainy stuff and nothing shifts.
yeah. Well, I think it's probably because it's X and that sort of stuff. So I'll have to start tagging people, which I
Oh,
don't.
right.
Yes.
And it would be super nice if Rumble had a community tab feature where you could just leave comments or
Yeah.
on a section like they do on that other platform.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It would. And unfortunately,
Oh,
just
and
like.
polls. Can we get polls in chat? Because then folks can vote about what my next projects are when I'm like hemming and hawing, even though I know I've already made up my mind and I know what I'm going to do, but I still ask of like, what do you think?
Like, really, tell me your thoughts. Wait, could you just make something that's clothing? Well, I mean, I need a little more detail. What a little more? Could you just make something that keeps somebody warm? Well, a little more detail than that. Could you just make
Exactly. Do
something for goodness sake?
one piece, two piece, five pieces, fur, no fur,
I've got,
stretchy, latex. Like, what do we want?
I have 5 pieces over here. 5 pieces. 25 pieces. 6 pieces. 6 pieces over here. Seven, seven, and 7, 8, 8, 8, and 9. Can I get a
And then
9?
we
Can
can
I?
cover it in little petals.
What are those?
They're little, um, they're tulle petals filled with scraps that I stitched over
Oh,
that I'm going to add on to a skirt that I already made that haven't worn yet for my becoming a sea hag.
oh. So are there a sea shanty to go along with that? Or are you just gonna say that outright?
No, I'm just gonna say I'm a boot to be a captain of a boat.
You're gonna get a boat?
Yeah, I'm the captain of the boot.
What boat is that? What's it called?
It's the Panda Sub 2000. Pirating his ship.
Oh, oh, you're gonna be part of his what is it? Culture Fire? What is it?
I think I was. No, I know I wasn't on fire. I was on his show once. He
Yeah,
needs to have me back. It's been too long. I'm talking to you, Phoenix McFury.
that's right, Panda Sub. I know who you are.
Right. You're gonna be.
Well, and he's too busy too because I did ask him once, like, would you like to come on? But because of the whole, um,
Yeah, he's moved up in the world working for side scrollers
yeah,
now.
he was a young lad who had a lot going for him, and then he wasted his potential.
I don't know. He's got skills that I wish I had, but it's more I just haven't invested the time and energy to learn those skills because sometimes I hate sitting in front of a computer and like to just like do stuff with my hands and make stuff because it makes me human. I see you chat. Oh, I know there's folks who are. Yeah, you can't. What are you laughing at me? Am
What?
I
No,
being
nothing.
that
He
fun?
was accused of view botting, to which he said smaller creators were just jealous. He didn't acknowledge uh the fact that Rumble definitely view bots. I think people need to well, I mean, Twitch is doing their own thing trying to combat that, but I think people need to understand that all platforms have some sort of view botting. So do not think it's just Rumble. It's
Right,
just
because wouldn't
Rumble
that
or
be
not.
their way to like test the health of things of streams or just to get different metrics to see like what's going on lurking around in there.
Well, my thing is, while I see that, I mean, I've seen that with other platforms and stuff. But my thing is like, if you're going to upright accuse somebody of you botting, you better have enough evidence to show. And it's
Yeah.
not just like watching the stream and watching it jump. You need to, because you can say, oh, you have 600 people and only one speaking. Okay, well, I still gotta make content for everyone so I can keep my time. Hey, I hear you. No worries.
Right. If you don't put in the work, you don't. No pay, no play, no criticize.
Well, it's my again,
I
yeah.
don't.
And oh, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I don't understand all the hoopla that goes on in the gaming stuff. I show up where I like and I grow the way I do, which is
There you go.
effing slow. But it's people don't. I have to sell them on a personality and a simple. I don't use lots of techie fancy things. You show up and you get to see me here with my
What
cats
what
and
do you what do you think
making
I
stuff.
am? Some
That's
rich
right, some
side
schmo in
show?
your bedroom, like,
What?
but your walls
What?
gotten more colorful and bigger, and you
Yeah.
should start to make, like, faces out of the different color or, like,
Well,
whoa!
and the point of the thing is though is it's kind of slowed down to stop because I mean it's just one of those things that like it it barely happens now, which is fine. But I
Mhm,
think even if you see them up there, that's over almost a year and a half
mhm.
of just doing this thing. And so to say it's like, oh, it's all been up at once. No, it's over
Right,
time.
no,
So
it's slow and steady over time, and
yeah.
that's fine. I'm here. I forget how long I've been it's been years that I've been doing this, and I
Yeah,
just
it's been
try
a
to
while.
get a little bit better,
Because
which is why
I went to look I went to look on the on my YouTube back end because it's kind of difficult to look on the Rumble back end, to be honest. But I was looking at my YouTube back end, and I think the first time you came on was
yes.
the first time, actually, the first time you came on was last March of last year, and it was for a Pay It Forward stream. So yeah,
Yeah.
you were on. That was after it, and so you've been on that, and then for Rumble Squared, and then for Adair's Hangout Den, that was another one. But yeah, it's been over a year since you started to come on this thing. So congratulations, everyone! Clap for Phoenix. Obviously, she's made it this long and is still coming back while some up and blocking. So there is that. All good news. Unfortunately for the others. It, it is what it is. But yeah, I really when I first started out, I didn't really know what to do with this thing other than when I found this conversational thing. But now that I've been in
Mhm.
it for long enough, I really there we go, the slow clap. Alaska Man Jeff is giving the slow clap of life right there. There we go. He's giving the like that. He's very modest in his ways. Just very modest. But yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to do with this thing, and then finding that purpose has been quite a journey itself. But like, good lord, is the content creator sphere full of landmines, and I am tired of dealing with
You
children.
accidentally stepping into something because you talk to everybody, but you don't know all the shit that
You want to talk about BS? I'm sitting here trying to get somebody on as a guest, right? And all of a sudden, this other person I bring on is someone they're having an issue with behind the scenes I know nothing about. And all of a sudden, I'm in this corner, right? Like it's your fault, or whatever. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on here. I'm just inviting to talk. What is your issue? It's like,
yeah, that's I I sometimes will invite folks to my house and I only play at other people's houses if that I really want to. I don't I'm not frequently in lots of chats, but then I have a job that I can't there's stuff I can do and times that I don't have available for whatever reasons and
yeah,
it's just like no.
it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's petty high school. It's just the same old bullshit that people do and
Well, the best way I can explain it is it's high school drama with business implications. That's what
yeah,
content creator is.
right, and I think folks forget the bit that how to be a good small business person and represent yourself, and how to you try not to be an asshole and be stupid. Like, we be cordial. You can have critical, constructive criticism that's
Mhm.
not mean, and constructive criticism isn't meant to be mean.
No.
If you're that butthurt with mean words sometimes, then maybe you're in the wrong space.
Like I mean I've stepped in some big doo doo before, but I've kind of learned from that process. But for me, it's like
Hmm.
I'm not gonna sit in this corner and let this scattershot BS be the thing that determines what you know with the feedback stuff. And of course, Alaska and Jeff says drama. It's not just streamers. It's a big issue factors too. Wow, give this man a clap. All right, that's about as much as you can get.
Yeah, but I think also groups of people who spend lots of time together sometimes had not everybody always represents authentically until sometimes found out later with big disasters, and or friends and business without clear guidelines and structure don't. What is
Yeah.
it? Ships and partnerships are the only two kinds of ships, but only one of them sinks. Never mind. That's not how that saying goes. But
She said it. That's true. That's all she said is true. Just
mm,
a pox upon you. Leave me alone with that. No. But no, it really for me. This is one of the big gripes I have. And I don't really say it out loud too much, but one of my biggest gripes is when people start calling something a family. I'm sorry to tell you, you don't really even just a regular job, right? When they start calling it a family, it's not. It's not.
unless it literally is your family. But if
Yeah.
right, if you're not married or by blood or adopted into that vernacular, can be problematic. Uh,
Yeah. No, well, I think community is about the best you can do with any platform, but like calling a
mhm,
platform a family, I stop right there and I start questioning because when you start calling something a family that's not your actual family, I mean, obviously you can have friends, you can call them family too, so that's different. But when you start calling a hey, Goonie, what up? What's good, my dude? What's good up, Goonie? I hope you're able to deliver that message to Sonia because she's not calling me back. No, I'm just talking.
Ooh,
We're family, now I'm
ladies.
gonna financially ruin you, and if you don't like your other family what? And that's like, I just I don't I'm again, I'm in this thing, I'm in this content creator sphere, and I'm dealing with a lot of different people. Yes, there's different perspectives, whatever, but I'm dealing with this thing where, like, I'm hearing people say, "Oh, it's the Rumble family, it's the Rumble family." No, it ain't! It isn't a Rumble family, it's a business first and a
Right.
community after.
Yes. Yep.
She laughed. Oh, she did. Oh, that's good. I'm glad I could make her laugh, even though she just laughs at my face. And she's laughing like she's over there. I knew it. I knew she was against me all this time. Um,
Tear
but yeah, I just can't sit here and listen to people. Listen when people say, "Oh, it's a family. It's a family." It's like, no, it isn't. Is this
that.
family you call? Well, you can call it whatever you like. You can make whatever, but people eventually go and disappear, or they eventually change friends or whatever. Life
Mhm.
life moves on.
Yep.
And I get there's that understandability, but it's like I can't call a platform a family because it's not a family. It's a platform. It's a
Yep.
business. The next thing you know, if you get just like I'm pretty sure at one point people called YouTube a family. Guess what happened to them? They became slaves to it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she tried to torture me with all those questions. Did you ever beat that record? Uh oh shoot. No, I think when you were on, you kind of beat it. I think you were the one that beat it. So congratulations, Goonie. You're the one with the most questions on that. I think it was 20. Oh, oh, I'm in trouble. I think it was 20 something. I think it was like 22 or 23 that you did. And of course, kind of take 2 of them out because they're freebies, but I guess total together is like 23. was yours, and then the one before that was a Dara's Hangout Den with Panda Sub and all that stuff. It was a lot, yes. And she financed it all. So I'm like, yes, ma'am. I'll let you do it all night long. Just don't expect me to blow you a kiss, if you know what I'm saying. Um,
Be out before breakfast.
the walk of shame goes both ways. Not she's lovely. Don't worry about that. Never again. Never again. Well, don't say that, because if you're ever on again and she does it again, why don't jinx it. Don't jinx it like that, okay?
You-
We're all
You're
here for a
you're
reason.
stealing shekels from Dara's mouth.
Oh, my poor shekels. And Alaska Man Jeff says, I was on a stream with others and people were laughing at the fake drama happening on the stream. Stream ended and turned out the drama was real and worse than anyone knew. Exactly. Hey, can anyone tell me what it's like to wear a mask and know what it's like? Because I'm telling you right now, I've dealt with a lot of people behind the scenes and there's still a bunch of children. Ah!
That's why I just try to show up. I'm authentically an asshole that you people accidentally think that I'm nice and
Oh, well,
not
now
scary is a bonus.
now my day is ruined to know you're just an a-hole. Oh, that's
I'm
sad.
just horrible. I'm just mean and horrible. The most meanest, the most horrible.
Look at me, everyone. I'm the biggest a-hole ever. Take it. Um, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. You'll listen to me now. Oh man. What Goonie says, I mean he was part of the torture anyways. There I'll be lurking every stream with you. Alright, see you later, Goonie. Thank you for making an appearance and showing yourself, because honestly, it's nice to see any and all people in chat, even though I'm not the higher end. And that's what gets me too, is like I've not built this. I've built this thing to one. I'd rather be a long running than I can't. I did the playing games on screen. I can't do the clickbait. I can't do the. I don't know what good hard work is on the internet, but I use tools that make my work more smarter, not harder. At the end of the day, I just want to do this thing that I enjoy rather than making it to another job, because that's what the creator program turned into, another job. And I'm like, no, no,
Mm-hmm.
nope, not anymore. So, but oh hey, Devs, what is it? What a hey, howdy hey. Oh, he's got all the emojis, got all the dogs, the cats, the otter, the cat, the other cat, no, the dog, the cat, another cat, and pug. At a certain point, I've already lost. I can't do that anymore. Oh my goodness, but yeah.
Come on, floor cat.
I'd rather be honest to people about. I don't care. I'm not in it for the money's nice, but I don't care about the money. I don't care about the
Mm-hmm.
huge following, whatever. I want to be honest with people. It's like I don't. If you, for the two questions I have to ask the individual, if you can't answer them, do not be a content creator. This is not trying to deter you. If you want to make something, do it regardless of what I say. But be prepared. You will sign up for stuff you have no idea of what you're getting into.
Right. It kind of was a couple of videos made by some folks on the tubes about crafters, sewers who really are discouraging individuals to monetize their hobby, because while you do it isn't necessarily A, monetizable, and B, just leads to burnout and not enjoying your hobby that you did for
Mm-mm.
relaxation and fun. And kind of knowing what your purpose in doing something can be very clarifying.
Yeah. This whole, I mean, with you, the sewing and all that stuff, and obviously the people you've gotten to meet from it, and all that. But and you enjoy doing that as well,
Mhm.
because obviously you look so fashion.
I know. I was
Um,
like, if you see it, I made it. I made my pants. I
uh,
made this polka dot top. I
uh,
made this 17th century stays with my synthetic German plastic whalebone and clips. One of the fastest structural support garments I've made. It only took like a couple hours. I made
couple hours, nice. Uh,
right, and it's got silk on the inside. This one's fancy.
ooh, not only is it fancy, but silk is not cheap to buy. So I think.
That I was very The Silk Fairy blessed me many years ago, and I have quite like 100 yards maybe of silk brocade in my collection that I've just collected. That yeah. How often do I lose a sewing machine needle? I just lost one the other day. It depends on the project, but if I joked about like my having playing games on my channel, if I could have a counter that would like scroll and would be my needle break counter, I
Yes.
think that would be funny. But we also play Bobbin Chicken and oh, I forgot the other game I joke that I play.
Maybe like Jack in the Box or something like that. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people play that game.
No, it's needle break counter, Bobbin Chicken, and something. I forgot it. I joke about playing another game that I forgot what I play.
Oh, that's all right. Sometimes I forget what I played too. Well, actually, nowadays, like I said earlier.
You always remember what you played. The problem is you forget how many times you've played.
I was gonna follow up with some, but I'm gonna be nice.
You're gonna keep it in your mouth.
That's what she said. But anyway, she says I'm the a-hole, but you're the disaster. Oh Lord, oh man.
Oh, it just all falls out and I show up. It's just a
Why? Why would you follow up with that? Why would you? Why would you do that? That's too easy. That is too easy. That's like a one night stand. That's not a one night stand, but I don't know how else to describe it. That's too easy to fall into. That's what she said as well. But yeah, I have
ouch.
a grandma who does is pretty good with her sewing. She's done it for forever. Um,
Oh,
but I've never done personal sewing myself because I'm just not that good. And of course, home
you don't have
ec.
to be good, but to know how to put a button on and to do some basic repairs is also a simple skill that folks would well, I could go into this pontification of how garments just aren't made to last and nobody bothers the skills. But I misread your comment, Alaska. I thought you meant breaking. And as far as like accidentally losing pins and needles, I picked one up today also of a needle lost a pin in the carpet.
Mhm.
I liked it when I stitched in the other room that had hardwood floor because then I could at least hear them when they dropped. I don't love sewing on carpet, but
Oof.
this room is much bigger and the lights.
Oh,
There's a lot of reasons this. I'm in a more public room in my studio space.
welcome to Phoenix Public Studio, where all the clothing is out in the open. Um, the scandalous word. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness! This is the
right.
the scarlet letter
Like
has a.
in arm's reach of another chemise. Another thing, a garment looks like a dress. Technically, this is the first layer of underwear that you wear.
Oh, it does look like a nightgown sort of thing. Looks
It's
like a summer
it.
nightgown.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Oh, it could. Oh, it could be that too. Okay, I thought it. Well, never mind then. I was just saying by what it looked like. Uh, but yeah,
Clothes. It looks like
clothes.
clothes.
Yeah, if it looks like clothes and feels like clothes, as long as it covers the parts, you're all good.
Exactly.
It's so hot out. Yeah, my clothes. But yeah, I just enjoy doing this thing, and all that stuff is it becomes tiresome when you start losing, like you said, when you start losing your way, it becomes
Mhm.
tiresome and it doesn't really mean much anymore. And so oh, I'm done. I'm done with the creative program, and I'm glad to just get doing my thing. I could give a rat's behind about it. I have said my farewells, and I'm out of the
Yep.
program, not out of doing this, because I don't want
Not
people.
out of streaming. Right.
I
I
don't want
know that
people to
I'm
think like a.
curious how
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I was curious how many folks over time have chosen to bow out, whether it or these like newbie people who are just like, I just got monetized, I meet the bare requirements
Nope.
without meeting, and then they're like, oh, because what they without realizing they don't meet the other like the watch hours. Because I even though I do that, like I'm small, I get I do what I do, but I
Yeah.
am not at those 200 hours. So like I said earlier, it doesn't make until I can meet all the things that you absolutely have to have versus the how many ads or pre-recorded ads
Yeah.
you have to make or do.
Yeah, it's not everyone can do it, and it's just a bonus. Um yeah, Rumble had a lot of smaller creators. I was excited before finding ways to exclude them. My thing
I
is, oh, go ahead.
I don't think it's excluding. I think you can't just the, the pie is only so big of money they have for the program, and so they and I at the contract all these contract things of like this is business contract stream you if you're gonna treat streaming as a business you need to be comfortable with the ins and outs of business and what they can do. And I think folks have these like glassy eyed, I'm just gonna game and get money, and that's not how this shit works, baby cakes.
Say it like you mean it. It's not how it works, baby cakes. All right, cheap cakes, whatever you want to call it. All right, it's not how it
Sweet
works.
cakes. Oh, now I'm
Cheap
hungry
cakes.
for cake. I'd like
Uh,
some cake, please.
I'd rather have Dairy Queen's Blizzard cake. Ugh. Oh, I had a
A
mini one.
blizzard cake. I've never.
It's like an ice
I
cream
just
cake.
remember the old fashioned ice cream cakes, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could
it's
do
ice
it
cream
for a
cake. Yeah.
slice of that right now.
Oh yeah, an ice cream. I used to
With
get.
the
I got a.
crunchy chocolate bottom slices with the caramel on top, the chocolate on top, that was the absolute best layer. Wow, I actually
Well, I got it. They sold the mini ones, like a mini. Well, they call them Blizzard cakes, but they're ice cream cakes. And I would just like to get the fudge part in with like the crunchy bit, and like I was ashamed of myself that day. I ate through it by myself.
yeah.
It was not good. But they cost so much, like
Yeah,
20 to 25 bucks per. So
yeah.
I'd rather go for a dilly bar, dilly dilly. Yeah, I think my issue is a poor communication is one, and two, I think people don't understand that one. If you want to look at the ad stuff, it's finite. And like Phoenix said, there's only so much money to plow. And to be honest, if you treat the creative program, aka the tester program, like life or death, that's just more stress. And I'm just here to enjoy doing this thing. And a lot of streamers have gotten out this year. I think reality's hitting them hard. Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks just go in glassy eyed, and I know what I would like my end goals to be. And also, I know for me doing it the way I do and my brash personality that I have to sell folks on isn't everybody's
Brash?
cup of tea. So, but I don't complain about the years and the amount of things that I've made and learned because of doing this. Like I've gotten into the habit that I make sure I'm my first thumbs down on my stream. So I never get to be one of those people of like, oh my God, somebody thumbs down. How dare could they? And then I was like, nope. I took that into my own hands, and I always thumbs down my own show to remind myself I can always do at least 1% better next time.
She
Yeah, that
says this.
200 watch hours hurt. I was like, oh shit. I'm I'm not there yet. So I'm like, all right, let's Oh, and then I was like, "Oh, Phoenix, are you making sure you're watching your own show as it's going on so you get your watch hour?" And I was like, "Oh, maybe I could try that too."
This
For
this
quality control purposes, I watch my show while I'm doing it for quality control.
well, the funny thing is that I use the Brave browser, and funny thing is I can set up Rumble Studio and the Rumble stream right next to each other because of the split view. So if you can, yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
haven't tried that, but sometimes my house hates me
Ew.
sometimes and it won't I'll be I'll have my Ethernet cables plugged in, but it will still decide to run off my Wi-Fi instead of my being hardwired in,
Mhm.
which I don't understand. So I on those days I don't like to run my show and stream my show on my one device. I
Yeah.
alternate devices.
Well, and for me, I keep. I, yeah, you do that, Jeff. Now come to your stream and do it double. But
Right. See,
no,
at least if you do it double, then it negates it. You got to do it 3 times to make it lock in.
once,
Click the button 3
twice.
times.
3 times a
Times a
lady.
day.
But I keep my other streams up on my tabs because something can always happen and Rumble Studio will miss it. It has in the past. It's definitely going to in the future. Not
Right, yeah, no, that's why I keep it up on my phone, because sometimes, yeah, Rumble chat won't work, and YouTube does, or it does funny things happen, and I don't always catch it, so I try to keep it up on my phone, because I've got my trying to practice reading off of my TV that I'm wanting to be a big monitor, but I haven't mastered, because my camera is here, and then I feel like I'm just like checking myself reading the screen, but then my sewing's here. Like, I haven't figured out, and me on 3 screens during my stream is a little much for me.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm in triplicate, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. That's
Look,
me in a lot of places.
look, I know you guys are over there. I can see all your chat. It's like I can see all your
It's like, right, it's like being in the fun house mirror, the carnival mirror house. It's like
mm,
I just can't handle that much of me. Too
yep.
much of me to go around.
Well, careful how you say that one. But Dev said I used to work at DQ, so my cholesterol and sugar at a certain level because of it. Yeah, I'm right
Mm,
there with you, buddy. I'm trying to work on my own health too, which has been a fun thing. So a fun thing that I've been trying to do because a part of my ordeal is that my mom's side of the family has issues with cholesterol. So there's that. But the one thing I've been doing is obviously a while back. I didn't have this from the get go, but from a while back, I bought like a pressure monitor on like Amazon because you can do that.
oh, but your blood pressure doesn't monitor your cholesterol, I don't
I
think.
it's part of the health though. Can you just like can we flow
Oh,
with
you
this?
mean, oh, okay. This is not medical advice, legal, financial. If you need something, consult a qualified professional. This is not
Yeah,
it. You're
yeah, yeah,
welcome to the
yeah.
clown show.
I'm not a doctor. You're not a doctor, so don't listen to us like we're doctors. I think that gets the point across. But no, it's just trying to do small good things to outweigh the bad things because
Yeah.
I still have an issue with eating out. But the point of the matter is, if you can, other than having the ability to take your cholesterol like you could like the diabetes stuff to be able to kind of have some sort of control over your health is a great way because the less you have to be at the doctor and less for emergencies the better you are because we all know that doctors are not always your friend. So even if you've built up,
Mhm.
I mean, there are some like old time doctors who've kind of built relationships and whatnot, which are great. But nowadays, doctors are about pushing whatever this thing is on you so they can get an extra cut from the vendors who come through and give them meals
It's
because they want to. Yeah.
don't even get me started on that whole kettle of worms. That's even worse than the Rumble debacle. Because it's the school, it's the insurance companies, it's the all the pharmaceuticals, it's the cost of things, it's so much fancy money wash. It's just a shit show that's a disease care
Mm,
model and has nothing to do with wellness. And the pushing of all the wearables and AI health data mining that's going on,
mhm,
that as a result of all these wearable, like, somebody was at the I went and got a new was at the cell phone store, and this woman was getting her Apple Watch activated, and the chick was like, I don't well, the individual, I don't even I'm not gonna never mind, doesn't matter, but you were like, "Well, do you wanna make the one that's got the EKG feature on it?"
mhm,
And I it there's a part of me that really loves the potential, but knowing that I don't trust people and folks data gathering like that is always nefarious in my book, because history has told me that it was, that I just I don't trust it. I don't like it. I'm very uncomfortable. If you need somebody to take your chip out of the back corner, you can find me like in the third hut on the left.
And here we see the lifestyles of the poor and famous. Phoenix Electra is over here in a cardboard box, decorated with all the fine
All the
embroidery.
finest fabrics and schmatas, like digging chips out of folks' heads. Like, yep. That's
You
where you can
know,
find me.
sooner or later we're gonna see a poor nomad, and he's just gonna be on a bike or whatever, and just gonna go cross country and all that. Because at a certain point,
Are
you're
are you talking about Amish?
maybe, but I mean they have houses and stuff. I'm talking about like mobile, like you don't really have a place to stay. It's you take your home with you, sort of thing.
No,
Um,
Amish Saku last year built a little pop-up pup tent for his bicycle and was gonna do a bike trip.
oh, okay. I thought you said the Amish. I'm like, well, maybe,
No,
but
I
they have
meant
houses.
the Amish, not or and Amish, not the Amish. Or
Amish,
never mind, my grammatical
Amishzaku.
is as bad.
When you say
Yes.
Amishzaku, just it's A through Z Amishzaku right there, because that's his name. And thank you, Ramrod. Hope you have a good meal. Starving? You don't know what starving is. Those children in Cambodia are starving more than you will ever find.
I know, and we've been trying to fix this problem since folks' parents and grandparents were at Catholic school getting beat up by nuns. They were saying, finish your food because there's kids starving in Africa. Why, after this long, are there kids still starving in Africa?
And you gotta, you gotta do like, oh, if you want to talk about being hungry, whoosh, let me get the ruler out and tell you how to do this. Oh, she's got a ruler herself. Oh my.
Even the metal ruler.
Well, I figured out what a Phoenix Electra new segment's gonna be.
Snitches don't get stitches.
Yeah, yes, mistress. Yeah.
Did you repost this show?
There will be people out there, so be careful. He is stopping the Phoenix. Phoenix, what are you doing with a big ruler? Shh, everyone. He's here. Behave yourselves, or there will be no
Yep,
punishing.
exactly. Yep.
See, now when you try to turn it on me and all that stuff, now I'm turning it on you. How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel?
It says my school dug. Oh,
Too
your
well.
school dug 2 wells in Africa. They got back to the present on what the trip was like, and they found out just before presenting that they filled it in with wells. They filled in the wells again. Yeah, there's something that there's no chicanery is afoot because the either the tribes know that the white people are trying to do stuff in stupid areas and they're like, we're gonna save you, so we're gonna do it here, and the folks who live there are like, yeah, that's we've dug there 500 years ago, there's still no water now, like, or that we don't that trying to impose a some type of constitutional republic to whatever voted in things doesn't work with tribal people. Like, nomadic tribal people have their own hierarchy that our Western tiered governance system. Please welcome, not New World or New World. Get the fuck out. On tribal people, it no, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked. Leave them alone. Let him duke it out.
And here we see the female trying to describe what it's like to help the African tribes in the Africans. The female is having difficulty trying to get the words out, but she is nonetheless prevailing in her word sentiment. Now we watch the male as he tries to respond. Wow, that was pretty great. Anyway, on to the next thing. Again. Oh man, this is too much fun. But anyway, we're gonna. It is the top of the hour, and we're gonna go on to that. Obviously, what I do, no, what I do is that I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote ourselves. Hopefully that works. There's the rubble, okay. And then so I am putting your links in the chat, but Phoenix Electra, if you
Yep.
want to promote yourself like the lady you are, the floor is
Yes.
yours.
I am the lady, the mistress of my circus, the Phoenix Electra Circus, where 3 days a week now I make stuff on Wednesdays, it's whatever I feel like because it's the middle of my work week and I just need a making break. Saturdays, I've typically been doing art stitching, like the piece I showed earlier. And on the Sunday show, the original, The Stitch and Bitch, I typically sew garments unless I'm not sewing garments. Because, yeah, I'm on my way to making most of my day clothes and amazing, fantastical, crazy stage costumes to perform in my living room, which is my stage. So stay tuned for when I make when I'm premium instead of just the run of the mill lump at proletariat. But I'm here on the Rumbles, the Tubes, on the Instagrams. I'm on the X. And yeah, I just go and spurt. I mostly make sure that my shows are regular. My other social media posting content is hit or miss because I don't want to live perpetually online. I like to be. I'm a private person with a very
Mm,
public part.
mm. I want to be where the people aren't.
People
Um,
are. Yes. Oh, well, better than being where the people fart.
mm, true. Although it makes for a good story. So listen, this
Oh,
one time on a bus, yeah,
are
that's
you sure it wasn't a boat? Daramouthe, the captain of the boat.
he has a mouth. It's the no,
It's the
Lovistro, no,
Daramouthe show.
nope,
Ah,
nope. That's kindergarten talk right there. That blasphemy, blasphemy! I compel you out of the chat, blasphemer.
may the power of the Daramouthe compel ye.
Curse you, curse
Dara has
you.
a math. He has a math, and this chap's almost up to 1,000. I can't believe it. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, someone once mentioned to me like you're at this kind of numbers. Like, "Oh, really? I didn't know." And I just kind of went up from there because both ends grow to some degree. Because I mean, the YouTube
Hmm.
one still grows, but it's usually just like people or whatever. But I'm growing it with the people, not because I get all that silliness out
Let
of
off the
it.
backs of your chat. You're like,
Over
donate me
two.
more money.
Well, no,
Follow
not
me.
the big number, I will admit, the one number that I keep count of is the guest count, and I've had on over 200 various guests. So you can,
Whoa.
yeah, exactly, like the big numbers right there, the bigger moolah right there. Certainly
Hmm.
outbeats any other content creator so far, anyway. But anyway, for my end of things, again, her links are down below on both the Rumble and YouTube side. So if you want to go and check her out and tell her to stitch more, she says, "Give me a 5 and we'll see about it." And then you may get to see something.
But
Um,
please do it on the app and or not do it on the web browser and not through the app. Save yourself and give me some more.
she says she wants more money, so give her more money, but on the web, not on the app. Right there. But anyway, for my end of things, whether on the Rumble side or the YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment, or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because at the end of the day, I do this thing, and the engagement factor helps in not only being seen more, but also having other people on, like Phoenix Electra, like Alaska Me and Jeff, like Tomby, like so many others. At the end of the day, I've had on over, like I said earlier, over 200 various guests, and the rocket still climbs. Probably the most important metric I keep an eye on, rather than all the follower stuff, because follows do not equal views; they equal
It's true.
followers, and that's just about it. So, but I'm appreciative of all you anyway. But anyway, every bit counts for the engagement factor on either Rumble or YouTube. So I appreciate you all for that, and of course. I gotta go in. And of course, oh, I misspelled. Oh yeah, sure you misspelled it. Oh my. Ooh, look at that thing. Anyway, but here is in the description, not in the description and in the chat, you have my link. That will take you to my like Twitter X, email. There's a link to Discord, but it's mostly just for DMing because at the end of the day, I just use it for DMing. I'm not interested in making a server or whatnot. It's just too much work for so little energy payback, as it were. And I just want to enjoy this thing rather than like drown myself in trying to do this. That's why I had to start holding back on doing Dara's Hangout then, because it was just costing so much to do
Hmm.
that DaraChat and Rumble Squared, and I'd rather stick with the two for right now. But anyway, all my links are in there. And of course, like I've stated earlier, for a while now, just because I'm on the creator program at least till the end of this month, I am on the oh gosh dang it, there we go. All this copying and stuff just without help. All right. But anyway, my a while back, Proton, that does Proton Mail, Proton VPN, and all that stuff, they were promoting their partner program. I said, sure, why not? I might not even get in, so whatever. So I went in with thinking I wouldn't get in. Well, 24 hours after the fact, they said, hey, you're in. I'm like, dang it. Um, so I was like,
What do I do?
what do I do? So do not think I'm a professional, but I enjoy promoting this benefit. And the reason why is this, well, I was doing the Proton Mail before, but this time I am promoting their password manager called Proton Pass. Easy enough, right? Proton Pass, PP. Nobody thought of that. But, but I
Better
give
than you saying you better do this thing.
It's better than saying, "Do you know what this PP is?" Like that's that. No, this is a little inappropriate. But no. So what is Proton Pass? Proton Pass is their part of their ordeal of all their stuff like VPN, mail, all that. Proton Pass allows you not only to use the email alias, which allows you to say, have a you can use it if you're signing up for something or whatever, going to a website, you could use that alias email to be in place instead of your actual email. It will send directly to your email. But if the company that you've signed this email with, the alias email with, gets a little spammy or whatnot, getting a little too friendly, you know what I'm saying? You can just turn it off and they're like, can't hear you anything more. What was that? I can't. What was that? Oh, you're gone. Yeah, exactly. So, and then also they have a bunch of other things as well. Again, if you go down the link below, I mean, you know what? Let's do this. Let's. Hello, children. We're gonna go on a trip here. We're gonna see what I'm talking about. All right,
Field
we're
trip.
we're going on a field trip. Everyone feel good about themselves. All right, here we go. All right, so this is Proton Pass right here. And obviously, if you go use the link, you get like a discount for 30-day or whatnot. But basically, what they store important files securely, easily hide my email aliases, has integrated 2FA authenticator, securing password secure password sharing, dark web monitoring. For those people who are a little afraid of their stuff getting out there, and secure login with passkeys. So those are just a few of the things they do. But again, you don't have to take my word for it. Explore it for yourself. These are the prices below. And again, you get a discount for the link. But beyond that point, it really is a great product to use. I use it pretty much every day. And again, I do use it. I'm not trying to sell you an old fish in a boat or something like that. But again, I sell it as a benefit because I do use it. And again, like I've stated many times before, like the good old Billy Mays would say, um, he wouldn't promote a product he didn't use himself. And so therefore I've done the same. And just want to check it out, that's fine. I can make money off it, but it's not that big of a deal. It's all about promoting a benefit, and that's all I see it as. If you don't want to take up the offer, that's fine. But if you're curious to look at it, I'm not gonna kill you. But anyway, thank you for hearing that out. But yeah, that's all. Yeah, well, I didn't. It really doesn't. But no, just trying to, when they had done the 24 hours after the fact, I'm like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to promote all this stuff. I just use it, and I've just been promoting it. That I don't. I'm not like some grando
Right.
seller.
I'm not a salesperson. I want to sell people the idea of remember how to make stuff, enjoy heritage crafts and heritage machines that sound beautiful and hypnotic, and don't lose our humanity by forgetting how to do stuff with your hands. Because I think that that tickles me in a way I don't like. You got to use your hands to do stuff. Besides that, it's not. Well, if that's the only thing you boys remember how to do with your hands, then make sure
Hey,
that you
whoa,
do it
hey, whoa,
well.
whoa, whoa, hey.
That's
Well,
all
first
you
off,
can do.
whoa, no. All right, first off, I just did it because it was funny because you kind of led there with your wording, so don't get me in that sass, okay? Second of all, It's still funny because it's part of human beings, all right? Tickled you in the wrong way. Okay, that just sounds a little too wrong for my understanding, all right?
Your face is wrong.
Wow. Oh, wow. That is, I gotta give you a hand for that. Two hands, because one hand just couldn't do it. That's what she said. But anyway.
But that's how you know she has small hands.
Oh, actually, it was more her saying it to him. That's a whole other story. we're, we're just we're just start pointing this stuff out. It's like, what were they talking about? I don't know what it was, but they were certainly going on it.
That's okay. Isn't
With
that every time I show up on your show,
no,
though?
last time you showed up, you couldn't help but make fun of me for so much. I was like,
Oh,
I
no,
haven't
and then there
seen
was
it.
the time we just told your mama jokes.
Yeah, that's true. That we did tell your mama jokes because your mama was so fat. That's the truest statement right
Yup.
there.
Sat on $1 and I got 4 quarters back.
No, that's what she said. Oh, oh wait, no, actually, that's probably.
That is what I said.
Never mind. I don't want to go down the road. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Been
fun
there,
doing
done
that.
that. New shtick.
That's right. I get something out of the closet. I put something old in. I get something new out, and instead, someone says you're wearing the old thing. I'm like, God dang it! I just changed my clothes.
Well, stop
Ah,
having 5 of the same shirts and make your own and have each individualized. Don't be don't be lost in the conformity of convenience of doing what everyone else wears and does just because it's there. Just do something different. Be
yeah.
unique. Enjoy the value of craftsmanship rather than crapmanship.
Oh wow, getting sassy with the words, and they
I
all
Yeah.
start with the letter C.
Today's show is
Congratulations.
brought to you by letter C.
It's from
See you at the stitching bitch.
it's sort of like and the word of the day is see you. Oh, never mind.
Yep. No, I don't do not on Tuesdays. I don't do shows on Tuesdays.
Oh goodness. But no, that kind of leads me into my the gif I did because when I was coming up with the title, I was like, well, she's been on 5 times, and that kind of reminds me of that little thing from Sesame Street, was like 1, 2,
Mhm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
11, 12.
But
Yep,
they
when
would
Sesame Street was not stupid.
she said it with a sh, not stupid. No, it's stupid, not stupid. Okay, that makes
Stoopy.
that makes you sound like what is it? The guy from makes you sound like Gold Member. Oh, all the gold, Faja. Would you like a smoke and a pancake?
Oh, yeah, it is dinner time.
Well, I'd rather have waffles if I'm gonna have a breakfast item for dinner. I'd rather have waffles.
Then oh no, I've got sourdough, so I need to make actually at some point I do need to make sourdough pancakes or feed my sourdough the blob because she needs a little TLC.
I actually tried using sourdough bread, but man, that stuff goes quick. Not in the eating way, but if you don't eat it quick, it's gonna go.
Well, yeah, because it's not bread's not supposed to last a week without molding. Same with cucumbers. I need to go to the store and see if they actually have the local cucumbers because I got one last year, and a cucumber is not supposed to sit in the fridge for a week without getting rotten. It was gross. There was something wrong with that cucumber, and I think it was that stinking appeal stuff. You can't peel it off. Damn Bill Gates.
Yeah, well, if you put it in a jar with vinegar, you get pickles. So there you go.
Not this one was weird and waxy. No, it was seriously, it was not right. Something was wrong. They put something that was no good on there.
She says, as she is not an agriculturist or a farmer, we got to be careful. We did the
I
doctor.
grow stuff.
You grow stuff. What do you grow?
I've got some tomatoes growing in my garden. I've got blueberries that I ate already. There's strawberries. I've got
There you go.
mm,
See, why don't
oh,
you
in
add?
my rose garden.
See, why haven't you added that to like your lineup of stuff? People like gardening.
Yeah, but I also have learned that if you show pictures of your backyard, that creepers will figure out where you live, and that. See, I know you're. Yeah. So that's kind of my deterrent for that, really, like, is creepers, and I.
Well, they're gonna find you anyway with your ISP. You know your your IP address. Sorry, your IP address.
Yeah,
See, you're not safe on the internet. You're always
it's
on guard.
it's true. It's true. But
This
yeah.
summer, a phoenix gets found out by her fans. What happens
Oh,
next?
don't. Oh God. But there's pictures on my YouTube. I mean, there in my catalog of stuff, there is videos of me hula hooping in my backyard. So it's not like I don't have it. It's more I don't. It's not like I don't have a bit. It's like I've got three blueberry plants. Like I don't have a huge fancy to do thing. It's just quaint, but it's
True.
mine.
In her little garden in the back of the yard.
Yep, my secret rose garden, because The Secret Garden was one of the best books ever.
Did you ever see the movie, the Secret Garden?
I might have, but I read the book multiple times, and that's not something I do.
Yeah, I haven't. It's been a while since I've read from a book, but I can read. So for people who are like, oh, he can't read because he hasn't read from a book. No, I can read right now. Your chat says he can't read. See, I read it.
No, we're always reading something, but we start our day with coffee, and I get read to while I do some handicraft sometimes.
And there 'tis forth the she.
Yep, we're reading Philip Roth. What book are we reading? American something. What are we reading? It's really actually an interesting look at how um the left wing kind of is batshit crazy, but out of the
Mm,
stuff that went on in the 60s. Philip Roth.
and
Oh, American Pastoral.
American this summer American
Oh, written
Pastoral.
1997.
1997,
That's
right? That's yeah, that's oh man, when did that movie come out for Secret Garden? I think it was during the early 90s too. Alaskaman Jeff, I know a guy who think he's truly anonymous for using VPNs, having a unique username, etc. Yet he showed up to a fan meetup after flying on a public plane.
mm.
That's that's what I call not so safe after all. Yeah, that just like if you're wanting to be truly anonymous, but you show up to a public fan meet, I don't think you were wanting to be anonymous. I think you just wanted to look. It's sort of like what happened with Dream. If anyone knows who Dream was a content creator who ended up showing his face, and then he tried to go back and hiding. Like once you let the cat out of the bag, there's no point in putting the cat back in the
Yeah.
bag. Otherwise, you're
No,
gonna look like a bad person and be like, "Are you trying to throw it in the river?" No.
no, he's got to be more like Life of Boris, who for 10 years, Gopnik always got his balaclava on, even through shots of vodka and eating Berlin.
Sometimes the best things in life that get you through the hard times is a shot of vodka. Every time I go to drink, it is vodka, but it's not bad vodka. No, that stuff will make you feel like you're small, little man.
It will put hair on your chest so you look like Babshka's bear.
I remember time. I
Yes,
remember time I
I
come to
fight
bed.
bear in forest.
I remember time I go to Bear and he told me your grandfather came to look for you and I said, how is Bear talking? And then I remembered I was dreaming. Yeah, so it's just one of those things. Hey Thomas, how are you doing? But yeah, I just having fun with this. I just think that's really kind of dumb. Don't like I'm not gonna tell anyone my actual. Well, I've told a few people my actual name, but I'm not gonna really go out there and tell people my actual name because there's a line you kind of have to keep going as. But
It's true, but I've gotten so used to calling myself that I've gotten to the point in my real life day job because I have started thinking when I like talk to myself in my head, I'm like, "Oh Phoenix, oh Phoenix." So I've had to like stop myself out loud and saying like, "Oh Phoenix," and I'm like, "Oh wait, people would think I'm weird if I said that out loud in this context."
it's true. Oh, Phoenix, why do you call yourself that?
Mhm. Yep.
It's Max Payne. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Oof.
I was shaken, not stirred.
Mm.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, so, oof, I don't know. Yep, stay anonymous, Mr. Ball.
Bartholomew.
Mr. Bartholomew. He's the party pooper of his own party, and that says a lot.
That's true. Well, we know he's Jeff.
I mean that is his, yeah. Alaska Man Jeff is Jeff, but I mean, yeah. I just
Yeah,
know
I'm
that,
Phoenix Electra.
yeah. And I'm
Mouth.
Steve. But I'm Steve,
Steve
Mister.
Mouth.
No, Mr. Steve Buttface, but we'll go with that.
Better than Steve. Oh, sleeping in your kraken. No, that joke didn't work.
Yeah. Sleeping in
Because
your
stepping
crack.
in my kraken doesn't work either.
I don't hide who I am. There he is, the most patriotic man you'll ever see. The American flag raises and flies behind him as Old Liberty sings itself. And Alaska Man Jeff stands tall and
Oh,
partly
but
screams out, "What?
actually, thinking of Alaska, be careful with all those 7 different volcanoes from the Kamchatka Peninsula with the risk of earthquakes, volcanoes, and tsunamis, Alaska. That's kind of unsettling marginally. Let the shit show begin and the solar flares.
Yeah." Well, he did. I think he did mention when they was bringing up the one earthquake that happened in Russia. I think Alaska Man Jeff said they didn't really get anything. It's over 1,000 miles away. There you go. Look at that. It's too far away.
Okay.
He's saying it's too
Can
far away. Don't worry about it.
No, but it did affect the actual proper Northern California, Crescent City, one of the first best beach towns in actual Northern California. He had more than $1 million of tsunami damage, the highest waves from a tsunami on the in the entire continental U.S. And it was only like 2 meters. They weren't super huge, but it
Yeah.
tested their infrastructure, and now they need to rebuild stuff.
Well, I don't know if anyone notices, but when you live near water, preferably a beach or an ocean, you should be aware that if you live there, there's a possibility of big waves coming. So maybe trying to figure out how to deal with that is a good idea, or higher ground, but that's a totally another story. Um, because
Yeah, they hit the higher ground. It was the marina that got hosed, and it was
oh
like built into the bedrock and the pylons. Like they'd done all the right things, and
oh
even that little water caused it significant damage.
yeah, um. Because again, I know that Hawaii was supposed to get one. I don't know if they got the tsunami or not, but there was one
No, but
point.
they got floods instead.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a new fire. Plus, Krakatoa is going off. Plus, um,
Plus Hawaii.
rumblings under Mount Rainier, and yeah, things. The Pacific Rim she's feeling really fiery right now. Living up to her name.
That's right. That's why they call it the Ring of Fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and
Um,
not just Tuesday night after Taco Bell.
that's more like the bowl of fire, if you know what I'm saying.
Who left the M80s in the bathroom again?
Okay, okay, I can make it. I can make it. No, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. We got 5 minutes. You better hold it. I can't. I can't.
No shirts. No shirts. No shirts.
The ocean is there. Let me go in the ocean. Yeah, but that's interesting. I didn't know it had hit them, but I do know when they had shown the video of Hawaii that there was like water pulling away, like it was going to have a tsunami. Because usually
Yep.
it's like a big draw of water from the shore, and you're like a few feet out, and that's usually the time where you've maybe got minutes, and you better start getting high. And I'm not talking 420. I'm talking like landmass. If you're getting high and there's a tsunami coming,
Hey,
good luck.
yeah, to each their own. If that's the way, to each their own. And when your time's up,
It's how you know when
one day the egg timer
when
is gonna go off.
when your time is up, because you're hitting a ball and you're not even running. That's like that's like, oh man, that's just sad when you think about it.
Yeah.
I don't wanna think about it too much.
Well,
Um,
it's kinda like trying to prepare for a nuclear disaster. You don't. You tuck your head between your ass cheeks and kiss your butt goodbye, like, you
Look, I
don't.
am only so flexible. You can't demand me to be any more flexible than that. I can only be so flexible. Life is too difficult, okay?
No, it's easy. You just gotta do it more.
Yes.
Just stretch more. No, you're pulling me into a hole I don't wanna get into.
It's too late for that. Ew.
Oh! This is wholly your fault.
That was the that is the that is the worst pun. That is the worst way to do a pun. Hey guys, look at this hole. Hey, it's just like that's what it sounds like. It sounds like the guy who buzzkills at a party by trying to make a joke like that and like, what's up, Steve?
But it was still you still laughed. It was still a good joke.
I laughed at my own demise.
But you're like, "I'm putting Phoenix back on again." Oh, fuck, what did I do?
And then,
Has it really been that long that I think I should do this now?
I think the last time was the Rumble Squared,
It
which
was
was
with people. Yeah, it's been a while since it's just been you and me.
just the two of us. Da, 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 da. I wanna spend some
Weird.
time
Sorry
with
for your
you.
ear holes. This is not really karaoke.
Actually that was in January of this year. So it's been about,
Eight months. It's been
no, 7
almost a whole
months.
gestation.
It's been almost 7 months because it was
Okay.
in 25th of January. But yeah, it's been almost 7 months. But I mean, in that time, you've
I made a
definitely
lot of shit. I made a skirt with 86 yards of ruffles.
wow. I
That took
didn't.
a while.
I'm not a Ruffles person, but that sort of reminds me of that one scene from Seinfeld. Like, but I don't want to be a pirate. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no, this is it's more like I didn't think Phoenix. I hate outfits that make you look like a giant cupcake. Also, Phoenix, I made another
oh
outfit that makes me look like a giant freaking cupcake or that I'm the queen of the quinceanera.
oh look at that. She is queen of the cupcakes. We'll just call Phoenix Electra queen of the cupcakes this
And
summer.
we dance the can. Do 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 do
Okay, that's
do
not
do
sweet.
do 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 do.
That's funny, but that's
Well,
not.
it might be sweet. Actually, no, we're more spicy around here.
There
We
you
don't
go.
do sweet.
I do sweet many a time, but sometimes you get people and you gotta be like you gotta hold back on the sweetness. Otherwise like
Right.
choke you out or something. Which is again
That's, you like it extra spicy sometimes.
not the fun kind of choking either. It feels like you're goodness
If
sake.
my face isn't purple, then don't stop yet. We're not there yet.
Perpetuates the moment until there's no more going. This is
Purtis is perfectness.
I
No, it's not purpura is perfection.
don't know. I perpetuates. Children, the word perpetuates mean to keep it going. That is what
No,
the
but
word
purpura means to be purple.
To be
Purpura is
purple?
purple. And not to
So
be purple, but purpura is like purple violaceous color.
violations. So is that so whenever purple rain comes up, is that purpura rain? Is that what
Well, better than pupus rain. No,
yeah,
I
what?
get all my weed.
Where does that come? Purist? What?
Prepuce, that's the word.
What?
Never. You can look it up yourself.
I have to now. Purist rain? What in the world?
No, Prepuce. Is that the word
P
I'm thinking of?
R P U
Pre.
C?
Yeah.
Prepuse. Prep, prep, prepuse
Yeah. Yep.
rain. Prepuse. I'm not even. No, I'm not. No. 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 I think someone needs to go to bed now. I think it's
That's
really.
you. It's only 6:30.
Shut up.
Somebody's sleepy and is worried that his prepuce is
Hey, quiet you. Quiet you. Quiet you. I don't need to. No. No, no. You've pushed the line a little too far, young lady. You used to call yourself clean, but you went a little too far. I'm so glad I didn't show that. That would have been listen to you, young
And
lady,
just
need to
imagine
be
it being with purpura. The purpuric prepuce.
this young lady needs to be sat in timeout. That's all I'm gonna say.
As
It's gonna
long
be
as I can sit in my rolly chair so I can continue to like stem like this.
Is it, why are you sounding like that when you do that? And I just went,
I'm working out a new character, so I'm workshopping characters.
welcome to the Circus of Phoenix, where at one person is many people, and you're gonna find out what you're gonna do with the day.
You don't know what character you're gonna get or when you're gonna get them.
But you know when you get it, it's not gonna feel good.
Right? We're not like chlamydia around here.
Whoa, wait,
Sometimes
whoa, whoa, whoa,
you'll
whoa,
know when you get it. It won't
whoa.
be that silent kind. We don't support asymptomatic venereal diseases. If it's not burning when you're whizzing, you didn't get it right.
Oh, good lord! What is this gonna turn into? This is so
It sounds
awful.
like it's turned into a boil
So
or
it
a
turned into boil.
pustule.
It turned into something after someone just started to throw a word at me, and I looked it up, and I'm like, no, wrong. It's wrong. You young lady need to be. That husband of yours needs to put you in a timeout and just keep you there for the next 5 minutes. This show it's gonna end. You'll be like, "Ah, I can't believe he ended it so early. I was like, you need a timeout, young lady. Goodness sake. What are you drinking anyway?
It is carbonated. What flavor tea is this? It tastes like lemon ginger because I have a stainless steel soda siphon that's
Mm.
not a soda stream that you get the 10-gram CO2 cartridge crackers for it. So we make tea and we boil water and make tea and then cool it down and then have carbonated sparkly waters all the time. That's super addictive because plain water kind of blows, but I like this.
You know what you know what? You remind me of the kid in school who tries to explain something and he's kind of drop. And then there was a teacher who told me I couldn't do anything, and then I
And
was
then
just like,
I got the soda thing, and then I pinned the cracker, and then it goes.
well, okay, that's a little too much nerdy right there. I'm just talking about the kid who just drones on. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I just and then I was like, and then I saw the giraffe try to escape the
It's fun
zoo.
though. I know. Yeah. But yeah, stainless steel soda makers. It's fun.
Well, I
Makes your own.
don't. Well, I know SodaStream is a big thing out there because what? Why are you shaking your head?
No, I don't like it because it's plastic and they've got their proprietary things.
They get the proprietary
Their
things.
COT charger is proprietary, and a lot of their bottles are. There's no extra microplastics in my water
Why not glass?
besides
Why
my
not?
Brita filter.
Oh, ooh, making exceptions. I see. Um,
Yeah.
Yes, she. And ladies and gentlemen, she has started to throw the attitude. I think.
Better than throw the shit balls at you.
Thanks. I feel so appreciated after all you put me through.
I don't even have any rotten tomatoes.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. Just throw it while while I
Did
dance
you
the
see
Jenkins.
that pretentious picture of the video that some chap in Seattle sitting there with his like sweater on, like around his neck, sitting at his
Yeah.
computer with a sundae spoon, eating a banana with a. He's holding the banana is still
Oh, I
got the
did see
skin
that video.
on
Yeah,
it, and he's
yeah.
got the freaking spoon, and
It's
he's
like
just
his little bowl. It's like his little bowl. He has a banana peel up, and he's like
a
eating out of it like
giant
it's a bowl.
sundae spoon to like
Yeah.
eat banana out of the wrap is out of the peel, out of the banana wrapper.
He's like it's like a little bowl, eh? He's like he's opens it a little bit. He gets his spoon. It's a long spoon. He gets a long spoon.
Yeah,
He starts eating up like, he's
it,
he's like a sophisticated monkey. If a monkey could have a spoon, just ooh, ooh,
yeah.
um.
God.
But I don't do like the soda stream stuff. I actually drink like the prebiotic sodas.
No, yeah, yeah. I eat fermented foods, so
What does that mean?
that's my excuse. I like sauerkraut and kimchi and fermented pickles, and I prefer to eat my probiotics,
I
and then they
prefer to
feel
drink
full.
them.
Yep,
I
and
know.
that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that or kefir kvass or um kombucha.
I don't drink kombucha because it's just it really tastes like vinegar to some point. Not too strong,
The
but
Yeah, it's more fun when you get a SCOBY or start one and make it yourself, because then you can adjust the sweetness level a little bit. Because I think they do a lot for the storing and the mass production of it versus having your own little countertop
hmm.
kombucha factory.
And I there's Poppy and then there's Olipop is another one. I like those. Um, I like
Mm.
I like the Poppy one a little more. But there's also the I mean Aldi's. I saw Aldi's was trying to do because they own a Summit brand, I think it's called, and they're trying to do their own version of that. And I really think that's an interesting thing because that's a lot healthier than the other pops out there.
True. Well, then also the Aldi, one of the other Aldi brothers, Aldi's also owns Trader Joe's, so maybe look there if you've got one. Because I don't have
Eh,
an Aldi.
well, Trader Joe's is a bit expensive when I went there. Um,
True.
but I also do like there's an app on my phone called Yuka that I use to kind of help kind of go through all the food stuff because like you can go to a grocery
Mhm.
store and like 95 to 98% of what's in a grocery store is not there to help you at all.
No,
No,
no, you gotta shop the perimeter, but then that's where you get screwed too with them putting that stupid appeal stuff. So it's not even like you can just go to the grocery store. You gotta look for the stuff that's more local. We try to go to the butcher and get our 10 pounds of chicken breasts and then dole it out and freeze it in smaller portions because two humans can't, we don't eat 10 pounds at a time. But
this summer we're gonna say two humans ate 10 pounds of chicken and it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be
thank you,
wild.
Thomas. Right? If you dare step in the shit show that is the circus, I would appreciate it.
Well, and I mean,
Welcome to the tent.
I've gone to a local butcher too, but it's like per pound for like steaks or whatever. It's so much more expensive, and I can go to like something like Kroger, and I can get sliced steaks, different steaks for cheaper.
Yeah, there is that. I also like to just. I'm in a spot where I'm able to do that, and I like that and the chicken breast. Oh my god, these little like normal grocery store chicken breasts.
No,
The chicken breasts I get from the butcher, like they're a triple H cup. No, that's not even a real bra size, Phoenix. But they're like instead of the dump in the trunk, they got the jiggle in the.
the
I
thighs.
can't come up with it's not working. It's not working.
She's chickened out of it.
No!
Ayo, ayo!
I couldn't cross
Who's the
the street,
winner?
so I stayed here with Daramouthe instead.
I win that round. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm only
No.
here for the punishment.
Oh, you can give as good as you can get. Don't you try to worm yourself away out of that one, young lady. Don't you dare try to worm yourself way out of that one. But no, I did. I think eggs is probably the cheaper protein you could do, but even then, like if you do free range or whatever, that costs more. I think it's
We
best
don't,
if you
but
go to farmers market that you can get them cheaper.
not at art, but not where I am. It's so was told that the last 18 pack or dozen eggs was almost 10 freaking dollars. Usually it's more like 4. It depends on what's available. Yeah, so some stuff, it depends. And then folks will sell an organic, free range, homegrown chicken, and those eggs are like $15 a dozen.
Mm-mm.
So I'm better off making some space and like actually getting some chicks because I could have chickens and then just like feed them and tractor them, and then
Welcome
when
to
they have done all their chicken laying things, I
yeah.
will have chicken fugga.
Welcome to Farmer Phoenix.
Farming with Phoenix. No,
Farming.
that would be crazy, Goffo.
No, but it's again it's content stuff. But I mean,
It's true. It's
but
true.
some states don't allow you to have your own chicken coop on your own property unless you're like out in the country and you're like can hide from
Oh,
cops.
right. Yeah. No, not well. Or the brilliant state of Oregon had to do a little backpedaling recently because they were trying to say that the farms couldn't have too many farm to table events lest they forget they're supposed to be farmers first. And they
Yeah.
were going to limit them to 17 events a year. And then
Boo.
they were like, maybe we shouldn't do this. Also, maybe Oregon, we don't want solar farms. We want actual farms with real food and not biofuels. We'd like farmers to grow food. Thanks. That's welcome to TED Talk with Phoenix Electra.
This time with Phoenix Electra, we're gonna talk about the farms, the pheasants, and a little bit of the government right there. Slap a chicken on
Exactly.
them, slap
Yep.
some feathers on the tarring, and you're good to go.
Right. But it's true. I think that's why at the circus you can get everything. So I left my content open. Like mostly I do sewing, but I leave it open to do whatever I want because all things happen at the circus and I'm in
True.
charge. So I'll make what I like.
Yeah, and if you step in that circus, you're gonna be bundled up with a lady who could screw you over like a 2-ton brick and a 5-ton hammer and a 4-ton
That's
alleyway.
And if you really make me mad, I'll break out the tin snips
The tin
because
snips.
sometimes we play with power tools. We talk about we've had safety meetings. We learned about somebody left they filled up 3 whole comment sections in Rumble because I'd asked the question, do airplane parts, are they in metric or imperial? And somebody left a very detailed explanation. It was brilliant. And one of my dream projects that we're conniving is the in the tactical fabulous realm, how to have the AM FM UHF corset com kit that actually is a radio antenna for like your shortwave radio. It's gonna be functional. It's gonna be tac fab.
There you go. You think about because I know there's a gentleman I've had on Freedom Otter who's gotten into the ham radio stuff, and
Yeah, this is not not quite ham radio. You don't
uh,
need a license to be on the shortwave.
ex-
But this, from what I hear, there's a that speaking about polarizing communities, I've learned like shortwave, like Baofeng users and ham radio operators.
mhm,
They're sometimes they cross over, but sometimes they don't.
mhm.
And they're like, you didn't pay to get your government call sign. You don't need a call sign to turn it on and listen.
It's true. That's true. Oh, listen, I'm listening to that guy who's making all this stuff up. Shh, he doesn't know. Don't tell him. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like there are people who are very uptight, and again, any community is going to have those type of people. But I'm just
Yeah.
here trying to do this thing, and honestly, people just need to shut up for once and just and just give a listen. There are people who are very harassment, all that type of stuff. You don't have to listen to them. That's not the point.
Yep.
But there's a time and place where instead of dismissing people's true concerns, just sit down with them and listen. My thing with this has always been about meeting people at their level, not mine.
Mm-hmm.
Because how are you going to get someone to your level if you keep not meeting them at theirs?
That's true, and you don't always know who's on top of the level. So whether you gotta like be down a little bit, or whether you're on top and you're trying to bring others up,
Well,
or you're
and
just going to be not neutral.
yeah, and for me, I just don't give I don't give a rat's behind about the content creators here. I don't give a rat's behind about the so-called communities. I don't give a rat's behind about people who call things family. What I do give a rat's, I see you, Thomas. Harass, they're here. Hey, you know what? Kobe Bryant saw that as two words, harass. But anyway, that was a joke I heard a long time ago. But he's dead anyway, so there's that. But my thing is,
Ooh.
my thing is like the big thing I care about as I do this thing that allows me not only to meet people like yourself, but it also allows, it's a unlimited opportunity, and it just rolls itself out if people are willing to take up the opportunity itself, because it's not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. But
Right? He takes, I give it. And this is the last time Phoenix Electra ever got invited back.
and she was never seen again.
folks.
She slept with the fishes in a shallow river. No, but no, it's just there's a point. It's a point that drives me insane where the talk, there's again with like all the stuff like metrics and stuff, like the talk of metrics, and it's talk of like, I'm not about the metrics, but you mentioned the metrics, so what's more important, not the metrics or the metrics? Like for me, the only metric I really care about is how many people I've been able to chat with. Over 200, right? I can claim
Yep.
over 200 people of guests I've had on, and people have their own separate counters, like of course Phoenix Electra has her own separate counter of 5 and all this stuff, as long as I have a good search place. But the point of the
Oh my god! Next time that means that we're going to be up to 2 hands.
two hand, no, well, I guess, but yeah, that's true. You can do two hands like this, like there's that'd be 6,
Right?
or that 6, or that 6. I don't know. At a certain point, you figure it out. But all that stuff. I mean, I am always grateful for the followers and whatnot. So that's not dismaying that, but that's the big metric I'll always follow. So one of where I've had many guests on, because who can say they've had on over 200 various guests within what less than 2 years at this point? Yeah, less than 2 years, because I
Yeah.
started doing the what was it? Zora was the first, so that was in November. So yeah, less than
Always
2 years.
remember your first.
Well, that's another story. But yes, in that regard, yes. But it's been less than 2 years since that beginning, and to see, and yes, many of them have been content creators, but many of them have not. Because I don't think you
Mhm.
were creating content at the time that I had asked you on. I think you
Yeah,
were.
I've been making content since 2020.
Oh,
Longer
never
than
mind then.
that. I've been posting for a long time. I'm not I'm not new to this. I'm just slow at this.
Grandma Electric is telling us all about the words right here.
Right. I feel like I'm the meme with the person who's like digging, mining, and they're like just going and going and going, and
Yeah.
it's like just on the other side versus the person who's like almost there and they're like, yeah, I checked out. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm in this for the long slog. I got lots of things to do and bitch about. And oh, here, are you gonna be? Come here. Come on, emotional support cat. Come on, get out from under the chair, pussy.
Come on, I said come here now. Get over here.
Over here, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah. That's, which one is that?
This is Bilou, the little man, the shithead himself.
Uh, this is the
And
one you have trouble with.
yeah, yes, this is my troublemaker.
I thought
And
Loki
then
was your
Loki is.
troublemaker.
They're all troublemakers.
Oh.
But I mean, this is the one who's bit through my hand and he's made me bleed live on air. There's footage of that. It does exist in the archives.
You're gonna
Yep,
get it
he
one
thought
day,
my
Kat.
hand was the snack sack, and he bit through it. And I think that was one of the times I cried live on air.
You're gonna get yours one day, Kat. You're gonna get it. Oh goodness. But yeah, I can't help but be in wonder of how far this thing has come, even though I didn't know what to
Yeah,
do with it. And just like with you and your stuff, look at how far you are. Look at
it's
how
true. I've made so many. I've made more than 25 garments this year, and the year's
look
only
at
half
you.
done. So the
There
next
you
things are
go.
going to take like 500 hours. But yeah, bite him back. Yes.
Sometimes
I
you
don't like hair in my mouth though. Sometimes I have to know where my drinking vessel is because then I pet pussy and there's fur in my cup and then I go and I'm like, oh god, don't vomit on screen. Don't vomit. You're like talking. You got an audience. You can't like run and like hork up this hairball. Ugh. Yep, welcome to life at the circus. This is my show all the time.
oh goodness.
Actually, I'm like making stuff and doing stuff with my hands, which is why I get a little bit fidgety sometimes. I'm used to
You
doing
should get one
stuff.
of those. You should get one of those fidget spinner things, or
No,
whatever they are.
I have a fidget spinner. It's called scissors and this itty bitty tiny crochet hook.
Okay. Well, at this point, you just have dangerous weapons in your hands.
No, that's when I'm spinning fire. Yeah, this is a family pussy show. I don't bill myself as a kids show.
I've never said that as well, but sometimes, some people can get out of line. You just have to you have to give them a nice little thwack on the fur. Anyway, that's usually for fixing the cats. But anyway, it's getting.
It's usually for cutting boners. I mean bones.
Oh, she's wanting to throw that out there. Just careful, guys. But anyway, it is the top of the hour. Well, it's getting close to the top of the hour. But anyway, we're
Yeah,
gonna start
he's
winding
trying to
down.
kick me out.
Kick you out. I gotta start getting ready for tomorrow's stream and then going to bed. So
Oh,
anyway,
that's true. It's late.
yeah, you are in the Pacific because I know. But anyway, this we'll do our stuff from earlier, and then we'll kind of dwindle down to the other stuff that comes in, and then we'll go from there. But at the first point of it, let me. No, where was the stuff? Nope, nope, not there, 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 not there. Nope, not there. Oh, here we go. The floor is yours, Phoenix Electra.
I am Phoenix Electra. I am on the Rumbles, the Tubes, the Instagrams, the X's, and I am a circus. I make stuff. I do have other talents that will be shown now that I have a reason to do locals and premium stuff because I can't give it all away for free. But I love making stuff and keeping the act of heritage crafts and antique machines alive because somebody's got to remember how to sew in the apocalypse. The world might be burning in a dumpster fire, but at least I'm going to look fabulous. And I stream 3 days a week on Wednesdays at 3 p.m., on Saturday and Sundays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, you never know what we might be stitching out. But if you're not a snitch, and share about the show, you won't get any stitches. So there's that. All right, thanks.
She says as she threatens, like, if you come to my show, you better hope and pray you
You
start.
don't snitch about the circus. No stitches for you.
I'm coming to take your soul. Evil incarnate has come this fall. But
Yeah.
anyway, for my for my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble site or the YouTube site, doesn't matter which side you're on. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leave a comment or follow, anything that helps with the content, the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help with being seen more, like all content creators want to be. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Any content creator says they don't want to be seen much is a liar or they're blind. I think they're blind most of the time. But anyway, it also helps. It also helps with having other people on, like Phoenix Electra, like Alaska Man Jeff, like NG Miles, who I did have on for Rumble Squared. So there's that, but not for DaraChat. Not for DaraChat, not yet. But anyway, any help with the engagement factor on either end is much appreciated because, again, I've had on over 200 various guests, and the road is still going. the ladder is still climbing, and there's so much more people to talk about. So thank you for that.
Talk
Uh,
with and talk about.
talk with
Talking
whichever
about you
one.
behind your back.
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Let's see.
Oh, your golden facial ticket. I mean,
She has a lot on her mind right now. But anyway, there's my link down below and in the descriptions. You can find me on, you can find my Twitter X, you can find my email in there. You can also find a link to Discord, but it's only just for DMing. I have no reason to make a server. I'm not like those other people out there because I ain't got enough time and I ain't got enough mental bandwidth. So there is that. But anyway, link down below, and it also has my Rumble and YouTube link there as well. Thank you very much. And of course, I am part of Proton's partner program. I am promoting now the Proton Pass, and that link will take you to the site. Like I just showed earlier, there's a discount you can get if you sign up for it now if you want. But at the end of the day, um, the point of the matter is that I'm trying to promote this benefit because I use it myself. And like the good old Billy Mays used to say, he wouldn't use a product if he wouldn't promote a product if he didn't use himself. Same for me, and I use it on the daily. So if you want to give it a look, link is down below. If not, that's fine too. Yes, I can make a little money, but it's not the end of the world. So there's that. But thank you all for that. And of course, um, everything the FBI has concrete training for whoever you know is I'm gonna be this open. Well, too late for that. You're on the show. I'm still waiting for your golden ticket. Your golden ticket. I'm not Willy Wonka. What do you want from me? You're gonna get a brown ticket if you keep it up. I'm just joking. But that's that's usually a one-way exit. No.
same with that red card.
Yeah. Oh man. Wow.
In soccer, the red card is that you get ejected.
She said ejaculated, but anyway, the point of the matter.
You and your prepuce are ejaculating again.
Hey, you brought me into the other thing earlier. I didn't know the word. I looked
You
it up.
brought yourself into it.
Yeah, that's what you always say. But anyway, tomorrow at I gotta check my time. Hold on. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will get to have on a gentleman by the name of Power Keg.
Power
Greg.
Keg Greg. He's
Yeah,
funny.
PKG is coming on. Well, it's a lot easier. Actually, it's a lot easier to say that. PKG is coming on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be his first time on, so hopefully.
Oh, you're in for a trick. You think I'm tricks and treats.
PKG, don't listen to this woman. She tried to devolve me into such nasty stuff. All right, it's
He
not
doesn't
pretty.
need my help.
I believe that. But anyway, but yes,
I
he'll
will
be on.
cackling.
He'll be. Man, this lady, she's married and yet she's throwing out fire like she owns the circus, which is true. But anyway, again, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Of course, the last thing I do with my guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear a drum roll. Oh, sorry, I was having a seizure. Anyway, I have the last thing I do with my guests I should have said Tourette's. That'd probably be more appropriate. My thing is
No, if you've never heard the sound of somebody having a full tonic-clonic seizure, the way their head hits the wall sometimes, no, it does kind of sound like a drum roll.
when the person comes a knocking, probably not what you think.
You might need to check sometimes.
That's true. But anyway, I bought this app from Rumble right there. Look at that, all the prettiest. And then I put questions inside. And what happens is that my guest gets 2 freebie questions. That's right, 2 freebie questions. Because I am so generous and so almighty in that generosity. Thank you very much for that. But if people want more than the 2 questions out of there, they have to give a Rumble rant. Now, obviously, I'm on YouTube too, but I'm not monetized. So, sorry, YouTube. You'll have to suffer. But if you're on the Rumble side, you can give a Rumble rant and can have another question pulled out other than the 2. And we're going to start with our very first question. So let's see
No
what
whammies, no whammies.
And the question is, why do you know? Anyway, here's the first question. Oh, okay. I think this is an easy one, but we'll ask it anyway. Do you prefer cats or dogs, and why? You didn't answer the why
My
part.
dog
Though.
Wolfie.
You didn't answer the why part though. Why do you like cats?
Why? Because when I was growing up, we never had any pets because one of my parents was allergic to everything with fur and feathers. And
Oh,
even though I was in places that had dogs, I never really understood dog language. And cats and I, we're just like white on rice.
until they bite you to make you bleed.
Yeah, it's hard when you're training cats to do tricks because I don't know if you saw earlier when Loki was getting his food, he does know how to do the between the legs trick. So
Yeah,
my cats actually they don't do tricks often, and Loki's much better a film cat. He's not for live audience. He can't do a live show,
yeah.
but no, my cats actually do tricks. And I'm gonna teach little man how to jump through hoops because my
Uh,
old cat Rajni Bobo would jump through my hula hoops. So it's
see, I do that for free, and that's called life.
yes, but you have opposable thumbs to feed yourself. The cats they need to know you. Nobody eats it for. Everybody's got to do some work to get food at the circus, so he's got to learn some more tricks.
Mama said you gonna play, and you gonna play hard.
Yep,
Um,
but yeah, cats. This is this is the only dog.
well here is question number 2, and obviously, if there's no rumble rant, this will be the last one. What's the what's the most absurd thing you believed in as a child?
Most absurd.
Santa Claus.
That's not absurd. If who you're absurd as a little kid if you don't believe in Santa Claus, in my opinion.
Oh.
So no, I think there's nothing wrong with those like magical thinking, like the tooth fairy when you're a little kid. That's not absurd. But oh, that secondary education and doing all of the right things of going to school, getting married,
Mhm,
becoming business people.
mhm,
I think that dream of that American dream, I folks feel like they got sold a false bill of goods by like being able to click off those check marks doesn't magically mean what it used to mean.
mhm. Yeah.
That's something absurd. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that answer.
Well, I mean, and to think there's, I mean, to be sold an American dream is like, it's kind of difficult because you're not in the same time period of when that was such a big talking point. You're
Yep.
after the fact,
Yep.
way after the fact, and you're so far after the fact, and people's choices during the time that led to now, and all that other stuff. At the end of the day,
Yep. That dream is a false bill of goods in today's reality.
well, it's not a falsity, it's a hope of some kind. But the point of the matter is that people were sold an idea that just can't exist for the time being as is,
Yeah.
because technology, all this other stuff, you're in the age of people want the thing, they want it now. Social media is a great example of that regard. But
Mhm.
I
Yep.
I
I come
I
from the school of delayed gratification.
and that's
So
how
I do
you end the
projects
show.
that take me hundreds of hours and work on skills that take thousands of hours to feel good at.
I want to see you do a 500 puzzle and see how long that takes.
500 puzzle.
500-piece puzzle, yeah.
Oh, I've got one in the other room. Should we break out and do the Pasanki puzzle?
No, 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 well, it's too late for that. I gotta I gotta set up for
Somebody's
tomorrow's
past their
show.
bedtime.
I gotta get setting up, and yes, it is almost past my bedtime because I need to get to bed. I'm trying to better my health. Goodness sake.
All right. Then I'll stop being an asshole and keeping you awake again.
Oh goodness. If only you knew. I'm not gonna even try to. I'm not gonna even try. Nope, nope.
I'm
Not even
not a
trying to
hate
entertain
woman.
that.
How dare you say such things?
I didn't say a thing. I didn't say a goddamn thing, and don't you try to throw that card at me. I'm throwing up a yellow card. I'm throwing up a. Where is it? Where's my yellow card?
No,
There you
but
go.
the red card is the ejection one. That is just
That's
the warning.
that's my yellow card. You're warned. You warned. Anyway, but again, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern with PKG. Hope you'll be able to come see that. Of course, thank you all in chat for coming along.
Thank
I know
you.
Alaska Man Jeff left already, but thank you, Alaska Man Jeff, for coming. And of course, for the 5th time, Phoenix Electra. Always lovely as usual. And of course, you're always welcome back, even despite my
Aw,
best
thank
efforts
you.
and trying not to be determined down by all your stuff. You're welcome. Well, I appreciate that. And yeah, you're one of
Aw.
a kind. So anyway, you're always welcome to come back. Uh, and of course, I end the show as always with "One Day with You" by Pogo. And don't forget to mute your mic because of all that jazz. But again, guys, tomorrow, PKG, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you all there. Until next time, everyone. Bye.